In the frontal offset crash test, the Bigster's passenger compartment stayed stable. Dummy data showed good protection for the knees and femurs of both the driver and front passenger. Dacia confirmed that this level of protection applies across different body sizes and seating positions. However, chest protection for the driver was rated as weak due to high compression readings. Impact trolley deceleration and post-test analysis of the deformable barrier indicated that the Bigster would be a relatively safe collision partner in a frontal crash. In the full-width rigid barrier test, chest protection for both the driver and rear passenger was rated marginal. Side impact performance was strong. The Bigster earned maximum points in both the standard side barrier and the more severe side pole tests, with good protection for all critical body areas. Dacia did not provide data on how well the vehicle limits excursion, the movement of an occupant toward the other side of the car in a far side impact. The vehicle also lacks a system to reduce the risk of head-to-head contact between front seat occupants in such crashes, leading to a poor rating for far side impact protection. Whiplash protection was rated good for both front and rear seats. This was based on tests of the front seats and a geometric evaluation of the rear ones. The Bigster is equipped with an advanced e-call system that contacts emergency services in a crash. Dacia also showed that the doors can be opened if the car loses power underwater. Additionally, the Bigster includes a system to prevent secondary collisions after the initial impact. In both the frontal offset and side barrier tests, the Bigster provided good protection of all critical body areas for both child dummies and scored maximum points in this part of the assessment. The front passenger airbag can be disabled to allow a rearward-facing child restraint to be used in that seating position. Clear information is provided to the driver regarding the status of the airbag, and the system was rewarded. The Bigster has no child presence detection system. All of the child restraint types for which the Bigster is designed could be properly installed and accommodated in the car. Protection of the head of a struck pedestrian or cyclist was predominantly good or adequate, with poor results recorded on the stiff windscreen pillars and along the base of the screen. Protection of the pelvis was poor at all test locations, and the Bigster scored no points. However, protection of the femur was good at all test points, while that of the knee and tibia was mixed. The autonomous emergency braking system of the Dacia can respond to vulnerable road users as well as to other vehicles. Overall, the system's response to pedestrians was adequate, while its response to cyclists was good. However, the Bigster offers no protection against dooring, where a car door is suddenly opened in the path of a cyclist approaching from behind. Overall, the emergency braking system performed adequately in tests of its response to motorcyclists. Overall, the performance of the autonomous emergency braking system was adequate in tests of its reaction to other vehicles. A seatbelt reminder system is fitted as standard to the front and rear seats. However, the Bigster has no occupant detection system in the rear seats, a prerequisite for scoring, so no points were awarded for the seatbelt reminder. The car has an indirect driver status monitoring system as standard, detecting driver fatigue. The lane support system gently corrects the vehicle's path if it is drifting out of the lane and also intervenes in some more critical situations. The speed assistance system uses a camera and digital map to identify the local speed limit. The information is presented to the driver, and the driver can choose to allow the system to adjust the speed limiter automatically, although this feature is not switched on by default.